Hello, welcome to my channel. Focus on skills. Presentation skills. Presentation skills are the abilities and qualities necessary for creating and delivering a compelling presentation that communicates information. Presenting information clearly and effectively is a key skill in the workplace, and presentation skills are required in almost every employment area. Presentations require preparation, organization, event planning, writing, and use of visual aids. The presentation has to be planned, designed, and executed in such a way that the purpose of the presentation should be fulfilled. In other words, you have to master presentation skills. A presentation can be in written or spoken form. The application with a CV is an example of written presentation. How you present yourself in the application is bound to influence the employee's decision. Your interaction by way of an interview is a presentation in oral form. Making a presentation is a way of communicating your thoughts and ideas to an audience. It is a key skill to perform with a view to achieve something. Whatever be the presentation, it has a purpose. It does not just include making formal presentations, but can be adapted to various situations. Oral presentation must have an impact on listeners. This is more so with formal presentations. In order to achieve the goal of presentation, be aware of what you would be presenting, to whom, how long, and for what purpose. The formal presentation of information is divided into presentation skills and personal presentation. These two aspects are interwoven and can be described as the preparation, presentation, and practice of verbal and nonverbal communication. How to give a successful oral presentation? You can give impressive presentation with good planning. As it is a time-bound activity, the matter has to be arranged accordingly. The strategy of presentation has to be evolved. Planning. Start preparing well in advance by thinking through what needs to be said. This includes collecting information, data, looking up for reference material, important points as and when necessary. This should be well structured with an introduction, body, and conclusion to make it easier for the listener to follow. Audience analysis. Prepare with your audience in mind. Who is the audience? How important is the topic to them? How do they feel about you, your topic? What do you share with your audience in terms of values, attitudes, and background? How does your speech fit into the day? Objective. What are you trying to accomplish in the speech? Are you trying to inform, explain, or persuade? Are you attempting to move people to action? Are you providing information that will serve as the basis of later analysis? Consider the following when preparing. You need a clear objective and structure, which you should explain to your audience in the introduction. Your structure should be logical. Use appropriate technologies and techniques to present information to the audience. What to do before a presentation? Practice ahead of time. Read and revise it. The introduction is the most important part, as it sets the tone for the entire presentation. Its primary purpose is to capture the attention of the audience, usually within the first few seconds. Make those first few words count. There are many styles you can use to get the audience attention. Visual aids. You can use charts, posters, slides, maps in your presentation to keep focus. Prepare them carefully. They must contain eye-catching graphics which add interest. The font, the background color, and the points you present must be clear. You should use well-balanced and well-designed visual aids and ensure that you refer to them. If you are making PowerPoint presentation, keep these points in mind. Use no more than 7 words per line. No more than 7 lines per visual. If you need more, make subpoints. Include only one idea per slide. Spend only 1 minute per slide. Use graphics effectively. Check beforehand, if you can, the place where you are going to deliver your presentation, what equipment and technology will be available to you. Does the equipment work? How big is the room? Is there a podium? Where are you going to put your notes, papers, transparencies? Are you going to need a green or white board? Do you need an overhead projector or a screen? Can you present the information and not get in the way? Will the presentation be within a formal or less formal setting? Will the presentation be to a small group or a large crowd? Are you already familiar with the audience? Remember the essentials while preparing for effective presentation. The way you look at the audience when speaking, the modulation of your voice, your physical gestures, facial expressions, and so on. Next video on steps to a successful presentation.